Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This channel is gonna be a day trading channel. I'm just gonna post my trading recaps, maybe even do some live day trading. So, let's just get into it. For today's trade, it was trading ES and NQ, Nasdaq, and the S&P 500. So let's get into today. Today was a bit of a wild ride, I guess you could say. So coming into the day. By the way, I traded on 9:30 EST, which is 6:30 for me because I'm in Canada. So let's go over the trade. A lot of people lost today. So coming into today, we were bullish on both assets, right? ES was bullish and Q was bullish. However, what did form was a bearish SMT divergence. ES took out this high, while Nasdaq at the time of session open was floating below. Okay, so we have bearish confluence. So this is for a lot of people. They saw this and think, oh, maybe short on ES, and they're not wrong. However, the market in general is very bullish with not many draws on liquidity to the downside, right? We don't have that much sell side, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay, market's very bullish. So let's get into the 5-minute now. So now we have our bias, and we know that Nasdaq is staying below these lows. Okay, this was the time of session open, floating below these lows. ES took out these lows. Okay, now what a lot of people thought, as I said before, oh, maybe we're looking for shorts on ES. So now this is where they go into the 5-minute. So boom, market opens. We get this manipulation, takes out these highs on Nasdaq, and then on ES. We also take them out. So no SMT divergence there, but not really that important. Okay, I'm just gonna erase these. So we open, we get this manipulation higher, taking out several low resistance draws on liquidity, and then we shoot back down. Now, a lot of people messed this up. Okay, they went in the trade way too early. However, what a lot of people thought was, since we have all this low resistance draws on the downside aligned with this high time frame bearish SMT, that shorts would be perfect. But guys, for the love of God, low resistance liquidity against your daily bias, because we're very bullish, but people are still taking shorts when we have two very clear draws for one of the assets wants to go. Boom. Boom. Nasdaq is literally what did it do as soon as it took out that second high? We immediately reject it, go and start chopping, chop, 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 chop. Okay, low resistance liquidity means nothing if it's against your daily bias. This would have been different if we had lots of 1 hour high resistance draws on liquidity, right? I would have even taken shorts here too. But we didn't. We don't have any low resistance draws or high resistance draws. Sorry, we only have low resistance draws, unmitigated, unfilled fair value gaps. I mean, this is looking like we're kind of sandwiched. ES taking, if you took longs on ES, like I don't even know what to say, because if you took longs on ES, where would you even take this to? We're literally in no man's land on ES right now. Legit no man's land. ES has nowhere to go. Okay, so longs on Nasdaq were optimal. Let me explain why. So boom, Nasdaq opens, manipulation higher. Let's go down to one minute time frame. Boom, 1 minute time frame. Okay, we got this 1 minute break right here, followed by this perfect inversion or this fair value gap. Okay, bang. Now, what a lot of people did wrong also is that this fair value gap, okay, it's a very high probability fair value gap. Now, boom, we see this retracement. Good, filled this perfectly. A lot of people went short here. A lot. I saw. If you go on TikTok right now, boom, they entered short stops above these highs. Boom, entered probably like somewhere here. take profits on these low resistance draws all the way down here, maybe partials here, right? Now, in of itself, this trade is not bad, right? We have this very bearish we had this bearish SMT on ES, but we're looking no man's land on ES. So if you took shorts on ES, look, any trades on ES today would have been pretty bad, just because like we don't have any draws anywhere. This is probably why it's chopping. We have no draws anywhere on ES. So Nasdaq was the preferred asset here. So in of itself, this trade is bad. It looks like pretty good, right? But you guys have to keep. This is how important daily bias is. Look at this shit, man. Oh my god, we literally were going through the roof, Boom, 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 boom. Every short that everyone took has been very short-lived. Literally, every short, every sell has been a retracement. Why? Because price has these two highs followed by this very strong imbalance. Boom. We had 1,000-point sell-off here. Price wants to rebalance this inefficiency, and it did exactly that, taking out those two high resistance draws. So taking shorts would have been bad. Why? Because one, we have no draws on liquidity. We have no sell side high resistance draws. And number two, it's against our daily bias. Our daily bias is very bullish. So, okay, boom. That short would have gotten everyone cooked. Okay, let's go to the next where people could have probably won. Oh yeah, and stopped out manipulation, got this leg lower. Okay, a lot of people probably saw this break. You know, we inverse this gap, small gap, but to be fair, still gap. So a lot of people entered off that. However, guys, you have to be trading in your daily bias. You have to. We have this order block right here. Last move up for displacement, moving down. Boom, respected it. Dropped lower, filled this unmitigated fair value gap. Seems really good. Very good. But where is price hunting? These low resistance draws, okay, sure, if you're trading within your daily bias, these are perfect. But against your daily bias, guys, I mean, it's like you guys don't even want to win. Okay, like, what are we doing? So what did price end up doing? It ended up absolutely slapping the shit out of everyone who took shorts. We had this 5-minute break right here, followed by this fair value gap retracement on the 5. And this is the trade I took. Okay, I waited, guys. A really strong tip is you wait for a 5-minute break and a 1-minute continuation. That's a perfect setup right there. 5-minute break, 1-minute continuation. So boom, we get this 5-minute break. I immediately scale onto the 1-minute time frame. Because price is so choppy, I'm waiting for multiple confluences, multiple. So boom, perfectly. Oh, and also, people probably saw this inversion, and they probably answered off that. But guys, an inversion is only an inversion. If it takes 37 candles to inverse, is that high probability? Ask yourself. Okay, next time you see a fair value gap and hope it gets inverse, ask yourself, if this inverse is in 17 candles, is this high probability? Most likely it's not. Okay, so people probably saw this inversion, right? Oh yeah, let me just enter short here. But what about this 5-minute order block? Right? If you guys watch the boot camp, watch TGR's boot camp, what comes before fair value gaps? Order blocks. Boom. I mean, this shit is textbook, guys. Literally textbook. 5-minute order block. What did price do? Retrace into it. Immediate bullish reaction. What did I wait to do? I saw this 1-minute gap, hoping it gets ran through. What does it do? We break structure on the 1. Inverse this gap right here. I entered longs right here. Bang. Stops. Below this low. Okay. Take profits. I had a partial set up here for negative RR, but who cares? We ball. and my other TP was right over here. Perfect. 1.1 to 0.3 risk to reward ratio. Nice, simple, easy trade. Trading within my daily bias. Multiple confluences. We also had this 5-minute equilibrium I forgot to mention. This 5-minute equilibrium right here. Bang. It's kind of hard to see. Hold on. Let me make my background white. Okay. So, there's a lot of lessons people learned here. Okay. Next time, if you guys take a trade against your daily bias and it takes out low resistance draws to the upside, and you guys think that's enough for you to enter short, I wish you all the best. Because genuinely, you have to be so retarded to take a short off of these highs. We swept out these highs when price clearly wants to rebalance this inefficiency and take out these highs. Clearly wants to do that. I mean, it's literally so obvious. Boom, boom, boom. My big brother could have taken this trade in one, guys. So next time you ask yourself this, you're gonna ask, is my trade in my daily bias? Okay, and if it's not, it's the trade isn't over. No, no, no. But you have to wait for high resistance draws on liquidity to be swept. And once it does, you are going to look on the high time frame, specifically the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and notice if there are any low resistance draws on liquidity on high time frames. Okay, and if there isn't, or I mean high resistance draws on liquidity to the downside, and if there isn't, do not take a short, because where is price gonna go? So where is price gonna go? Would price rather go to high time frame low resistance draws on liquidity, or high time frame very, very strong resistance draws on liquidity? I mean, it's basically math at this point, guys. Like, come on. Okay, so that's why shorts were bad, is because bias was very bullish. We clearly want to take out these highs on NQ, even though we had this bearish SMT. I didn't really trust this bearish SMT because of the fact that we are so bullish on both indexes, and we just don't have any like high time frame, high resistance draws on liquidity. We don't. That's why shorts were bad. And I've seen a lot of people on TikTok thinking that that 1 minute inversion was a valid inversion, guys. You're just forcing shit at this point. And also this one. I noticed a lot of people enter off this one right here. Guys, let's just count how many candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to inverse this dog shit ass 1 minute fair value gap, low probability fair value gap. Yeah, that's why you lost if you took shorts, man. Don't know what to say. See y'all in the next one.